Hello everyone and welcome back to Troubleshooter. Let me check if I'm recording. Yes, I am. So, I thought about this and I decided to do Isaac's suggestion because those suggestions and events are weirdly worded and I'm not sure I'm not sure if I don't do them right away when they appear, if they won't be lost if I do some missions. I don't think they will, because they are story bits, but the wording on them is kinda weird, so we'll actually do them. And there will be a fight, because it said check your equipment beforehand, so yeah, we'll see about that one. I also checked Leighton's abilities, then he learned 2 or 3 new abilities. They're actually quite interesting, to be honest. Not the effect of those abilities, not whatsoever, because the effect is basically do damage and apply frostbite, and some also push the target 1 square away or 3 squares away, depending on the skill. But that's not the interesting part. The interesting part is the first part of the description. When it says how much damage the skill does, it basically shows you the equation it takes into account. Well, a trivialized form of the equation. And Leighton's abilities actually take into account, one takes into account a quarter of his max HP for the damage, and one takes into account his speed stat for the damage. That's quite interesting, and that could be a use for the accelerator item that Kylie has. So it's worth thinking about. Wait, what? Don't tell me it's Joel again. Okay. For a guy that's not that important, he sure appears frequently. I mean, he is important for Isaac's character development, don't get me wrong, but it's not important for the overall story. Yeah, and we know how that ends. Why did you volunteer? Also, Jaden looks kinda chill here. And our usual suspects? Yeah, you kinda did, but, you know. No one expects immediate career advancement. No one. Yeah, well, don't try to play a hero, Joel, because it can end very bad. And it did. Surprise. He got takeout. Yeah, for some food. Joel's a nice guy. Thoughtful. You gotta hand it to him, he was thoughtful. Well, he's probably right. Also, that's kinda sad, man. Don't you have anything to do at home? I don't know, play video games or read comic books or ride a bicycle, whatever. Okay. Yeah, likes and dislikes sometimes on the job don't matter. Sometimes you just had to do a task because you have to do a task. I understand that one. Although, working like that every day of the year, well, without weekends for some jobs do work weekends, and getting rest only on your vacation days kinda warms you out, you know? Kinda does. Definitely a recipe for a burnout. Is it that fateful day? I mean, he is kinda right. It is a service, more than a job. Well, things happened. Also, the last 3 sentences didn't have much sense, and definitely didn't correlate very well. Something happened with the translation. I mean, I get what they tried to say, but it wasn't translated that good. They're criminals. By default, they don't have concern for others. Well, they wouldn't get along in an older society as well. So that's nothing to do with that. Old ways or new ways, always find criminals. Well... I don't know if that would solve the issue, Joel. I don't know about that. And I don't know if I find what Isaac is saying to be the truth also. Some of those men are definitely unredeemable. Definitely. But some, like we saw with Turk and Nam, just broke because of the circumstances. They tried to be rightful citizens, they had jobs, they did everything they should have done. And yet. So, think of that as you will. It's just that there's always two sides to it. Two sides to the coin. Yeah, everything has its pros and cons. Well, apparently not. Well, I don't blame him. He is Joel's superior officer, so he is concerned for both him and his men. Yeah, and sacrifices won't do you any good. Just gotta play the long war with the crime, I guess. So you say, but where did you end up in? I don't know about that. And I don't think Joel actually listened there. So... proper troubleshooter. I think he's talking about Albus. Well, yeah, now there's more of us. 8, I think. Or was it 9 now? Yeah, the legendary silver lining. Hope we get some more information on them as well. We only know Dawn. And that Dawn is, for some reason, linked with Albus's mother. And he has ties to what's happening right now. He did meet some of the white tigers when they were roaming around. That is interesting, definitely it is. But if those are just tiny tidbits of information and we won't get to know anything about what happened to them, it's kinda a shame, you know? You don't need to even give us a cutscene or anything. We could get readable material about that or something, like in-game notes, lore bits. That could be interesting, especially if you're thinking about a second game in this universe. You could expand the story by leaving those tidbits of notes. Those are quite interesting. I know maybe a large amount of players wouldn't even read them, would just click through them, but there are players who would be interested in that and definitely would put it in a wiki or something, because there are people that like their lore. The usual. Yeah, force of habit, I guess. Yeah. Oh, so this is one of the redeemed ones. Okay. That makes it easier, I guess. Standing at the back. Huh. Okay. Okay. That's getting quite a bit of a not very pleasant territory. If we go here and he had paid gangsters behind him, this is not gonna end well. Well, yeah, I think you guys are mistaken about now. Just a businessman, you say? Appears so. Yeah, and it won't be a pleasant meeting, probably. Oh, jeez, man. Yep. Well, yeah, but he's also right. So what do you want to talk about? Because this is getting creepy. And disturbing, for that matter. You're not gonna acknowledge the man that said... Oh, okay. Okay. The same. You guys just don't have the culinary spirit in you, don't you? So it's been, yeah. Yeah, we do remember that. Of course we are. Just not that frequently. Oh, and also this. Yeah. That is thoughtful of him. And problems for other people, because they would need to probably renovate the graves, and that costs a lot. That's why he's the boss. And... that came out of nowhere. I don't know about that. Some definitely are doing something behind the backs, but some may legitimately be changed because of the cruelty they themselves experienced. I don't know. It's hard to say. Like I said, it depends on the person. You can't never be sure. So, exercise extreme caution. And that is very suspicious, if you ask me. That is also very suspicious. That is also very suspicious, if you ask me. For now, if they're acting, at least to some degree, according to the law, I would leave them be, but keep tabs on them. You guys are stupid, aren't you? At least he's thinking in one direction. I mean, I do get her point, but disregarding them whatsoever is a stupid thing to do. You don't know what they're planning behind the scenes. And full-on investigation maybe is overblown, but at least one agent or two to keep tabs on what's happening. I mean, say what you will, but that doesn't change anything in this situation. I mean, we do understand the degree of how many problems this district is having and how much manpower it takes to do anything, but for a person with high degree of experience, you're quite shitty at helping with anything, actually. And that's basically a trait of many managers in companies, to be honest, or leaders. High degree of experience, shitty with doing anything with them. But from one angle it is understandable. Everyone is probably overworked, so you know, but in these types of meetings, giving insight that's based on your experience would be kind of a nice thing, you know? Yes. Yes, but also act as a front and do crime in the back or do some shady dealings in the back while simultaneously appearing to be according with law. And when they have a good front, it's even harder to suspect them of anything, you know? I don't know about that. Yeah, that's never good. Are you really that dumb? Really? Inspired? I mean, kinda hard to fight a war of attrition when you have, I don't know, 100 of members, 200 of members, and we have 9. Plus the police, which is a bigger company than we are, so to speak, and they couldn't even do a dent in the gang's activities, so you're full of baloney here, in my eyes, but continue, please. Well, relatively low, I wouldn't say that. Especially since what you told us previously, the cost is actually pretty high because they need to redeem some of the members because they can't act according to law while having active gang members in their, you know, teams. So some of them, Isaac said, go away from Valhalla, and some of them actually go into jail and they're on timeout, so to speak. So they're running a relatively high cost for the effort because some men are benched, some men are overworked if they're doing any work at all, and some are probably cooking something, but we'll get to that later, I think. Yeah, well, no, lady, no. At least I don't buy that. If that would have any degree on who they are and what they do, they wouldn't be gang members. If their conscience wouldn't let them live with the crimes they did, they wouldn't do them. Lady, I thought you were a troubleshooter and one with experience. Why are you spouting some nonsense? You really think the government is making it difficult for criminalists and gang members to become legal company members? Oh, shock. Really, really shock. That's just a stupid take, if you ask me. Especially for someone so experienced as Giselle. So... I mean, she is pragmatic, I'll hand her that, but you would expect her, due to all the experience and stuff she saw, she would be at least suspicious of this activity with the Black Tiger gang and Isaac. At least suspicious. But it does not seem so. She's taking it in her stride. She's like, oh yeah, they just want to do profit in different matters. Lady, they were a gang. They killed people. and extorted others. You just don't flip the switch like that. At least they shouldn't, it would be lazy writing. Yeah, but that's Irene. Also, yeah, you would get punched in the face. Okay, here it comes. How convenient is the convenience store, eh? Eh? Okay, I'll stop making those jokes. What is this? Really? It's about Sharky, I guess. Yeah, what's your aim here? This is gonna be a story episode, isn't it? Although it did say about equipment, so I am expecting a fight. Oh crap. I have an idea. I actually have an idea. Okay, yeah, well, I'll definitely want that. More information always will help. Especially in this line of work. Praise be Joel, I guess. Yeah, but we're striding. Nightmare of Year 793. Huh. Yeah, I guess you did. I am also wondering about this part. But they are not letting you step even a foot closer to the truth, are they? Is what you're trying to say. Yeah, thought about that. Yes, it is hardly a coincidence. If you remember quite closely, Albus, shortly after establishing or becoming a troubleshooter, I think after becoming, not establishing his company, wanted to access some files. I think it was about his mother. And they were restricted, and I think they had Orichalcum restriction rank. So, you know, Isaac's on the right track, you know. Well, years in the force are not wasted on this man. He is actually a right guy for the job. He was the right guy for the job. Yeah. And you're also not fooling him by playing dumb now, so... You were right, man. You were right. Nah. We need this. I mean, he is right as well. Good God, Albus, take it! Did you take it? Okay. Business, you say? Well, surprise, surprise. I mean, you are a to some degree you are that which started the change, so you actually gave the one of the commanders a good idea. I think it was Trey, yeah. Oh, huh. With force. Oh, because they silently dispatched it. Haha, police experience pays off. No, we're just using persuasion with monetary incentive. That's a better term. Or that, blackmail, it's also a viable option. Oh, come on, man. Okay. Nah, he needs to take care of business. Yeah, he is right here. It will even make them worse. Yeah. Okay, interesting. Maybe it could, but maybe it would actually do you better if someone says, hey, we saw you working with this well-known troubleshooter guy. Maybe you really want to go legal. So it could be good, but... You'll do what? You'll do your best not to? Okay. Alright, man. You do your best, you say. Okay, so... Where do we need to go to leave the site? Surprisingly short distance away from where we are now. That's why I don't believe it will go like this. Aimed shot, you say? Whoa, Isaac, whoa, that's some damage you got here now. You know what? Shoot him. That's extremely helpful. Okay, you guys are relentless from what I see. Interesting. Now, Black Tiger Hoodlum. Don't need the suppressive fire, I just need you to hit him. I don't know what that was about, but okay. Okay, weapon break is always a good thing to have here. Now, here, I would also actually like to move. And how's the battle cry range? I'll need to go in a better spot to use this. Jesus Christ, Isaac. Could have done better, you know. Nope. Why can't I... Ah, he's blocking me probably. Okay. So let's take care of the guy and stand in a way where we can counter the next guy. That fire support is quite useful. Need to see if I can get that on one of my guys. Jeez, that clenched fist is OP. Okay, we need to be careful as Isaac needs to actually survive this. Okay, okay. Now, this is getting quite funky, if you ask me. So that's why it was so close. Huh. Really? Okay, okay, okay. Interesting, interesting mission. I didn't know there were so much enemies. If I knew, we're gonna do this in a bit different way. I mean, really? You're gonna restart with everything, even the story? Come on, guys. Don't be like that. Do we have... Yes, we do. That doesn't matter. Just run as close as you can. That doesn't matter as well, because he has the second heart. He should move right away. Yeah. Dang it, we should have kept the wind walk then. Would have been better. Would have actually been better. Let's see if this will work. Cheesy strat. Honestly, I didn't expect him to get a crit right out of the bat on me. So this is where it may fail. Fortunately. One good strike and Albus is out of the way. Yeah, we don't need him to hit overly much, we just need him to get away. That's why the smoke is there. I am dang it, what was I going to say? I am no, I want to actually stand by. I am what's the word I'm looking for? Can't find it in English. I do know that this decreases our chances to hit reliably, but that's not the case here. I don't want to hit reliably now with the range attacks. I just want Albus to get the highest degree of survivability he can in this situation, so he can run past. I was looking for one word, which I couldn't find in English. Those clenched fist guys are extremely dangerous. So we're gonna do something else. Because you need to survive. Okay, so it appears they have the better man. You guys aren't that as hot as you thought you were. Okay, this is gonna take another retry, I guess. For us. I think Isaac's gonna go down again. There's actually a whole lot of them. Dang it. And as much as I'm confident in Albus surviving everything here, not the same with Spectre Isaac. Okay, now I'm not as confident in... Okay, this is gonna be... I could do the restart from checkpoint. This would probably get me to the start of the battle itself. Okay, we'll do this differently this time. Do like this. Now we'll do a standby. We will wait. For his next turn. problem is what to do with Inspector Isaac, in all honesty. In all honesty, that's the problem. Because he needs to survive, and that appears to be the most problematic thing now. Okay, you're gonna counter that? Yeah, thanks. Good, Isaac. Good, good, good. That's actually what I wanted, because he could be blocking Albus. Problem is, Albus has been pushed down on the turn table here, quite low. Quite low indeed, and I don't want that. Try to hit him, please. Of course he dodged. Dang it. Isaac? Yes, okay, a little bit better. Not a whole lot though. Stand by, please. This is ridiculous. It's really ridiculous with that AoE with the clenched fist. Okay, okay. Okay. Ah, crap. Let's retry the mission. I am wondering, then, maybe we'll do it a bit differently. So, that triggered someone. How about this, then? Okay, then didn't trigger anyone from up there, so we can stand by here. Now, it appears we can't stay too bunched up. And those guys, those scoundrel guys, appear to be the worst enemies here. And there's a metric ton of them. Okay, please don't do that. How does anything work here? Sometimes I wonder. We get someone between Albus and... Okay. That didn't help much. See, and that's what I'm talking about. Now we have a extremely large amount of delay for Albus. And even if we could run it... well, maybe we better run out from that side. Not from this one. Just delay him. Maybe I'm picking the wrong side. Maybe the closer side isn't the best side. Really? Okay, the thing here is, it's not an Albus problem, it's an Isaac problem. We can't seem to keep Isaac alive for as long as we can, till Albus moves a second time actually. And that is a problem. Can I restart the mission from here? I cannot. At least I don't see the restart button. Okay, now I can. Huh, this will be quite a interesting conundrum. So maybe I'll try another side. Like I said, the problem is not with our boy Albus, it's actually with Isaac. And the problem is, as well, that the problem is he doesn't seem to live long enough. Really. No, I would like to restart it. Because that was just downright stupid. Okay, this is actually retarded mission design. I need to be quick, because there are just too many enemies for this team, and yet there are guys that can range attack stun me in one turn, and then overwhelm me on the next. Honestly, I would prefer them to kill Albus now. Yeah, that way he'll be revived and hopefully without his stun. Okay, maybe now I can actually move as far as I can to exit. Yes, I can. This is downright stupid mission design, to be honest. It's on par with those check the environment if there is enemies hiding, those monster enemies, and if they are inside, they just pop up, pop out, immediately take a turn, and on their first move they can go out, escape the mission, and you fail the mission. This is on par with that. This is the same level of stupid design, if you ask me. Because I think that's the only way to actually exit it. You can't survive that, you can't kill them because you are extremely overwhelmed from each side. And if you try to tank it, even if you have luck, you could get either stunned or just simply pushed down the timeline into oblivion, because every attack pushes you down. And they have so many members on site that you won't be able to move. Sorry, I needed to check the time. So I don't like this mission. I maybe am not playing it right, that is a possibility, but like I said, we have a degree of choice when it comes to Albus's build, Albus's equipment. We could build him for maximum block, maximum dodge, and wouldn't be a problem, but even now it wasn't a problem. Albus could survive with his one revive and with his stats. He blocked and dodged stuff left and right, but not Isaac. We don't have any degree of influence on Isaac's build or abilities, and even inside a smoke grenade, as you saw with those clenched fist AoEs, he went down quite fast. So even the smoke grenade didn't help. Yeah, those were some nice mercenaries. Interesting. I don't know if you guys are up to the task. Because those were some nasty mercs. Yeah, 3 minutes. Yeah. More like 20. I'll see after the recording. But that was something I wouldn't like to continue in the future missions. Who is it now? Really? You? Isn't that the guy that beat the crap out of Carter and his crew when they were kids and destroyed everything in the alley? Also, I'm guessing that's Kylie's mother. She, I guess. Oh, okay, chronic disease. Okay. Well, I don't know about that. Yeah, interesting. Well, you won't oppose her, but you did not say anything about trying to overthrow her when she's on top, so, I don't know about that. You look like a psycho, man. You look like a psycho. So, okay, I thought it said lady, so I'm going with she, and that they just use a he because they don't do the change in that language. I think it's Korean, when it comes to gender-specific words, like in Japanese. I think it would be the same in Japanese, regardless if you were talking about a man and woman, you would use the same. Is that a particle or something like that? For example, like teacher or something like that. I think it was the same. I don't remember the rules. Oh, okay. Well, so much for choices. Huh. Really? Why 49? Why 49 exactly? Is this somehow traditional or something out of pop culture? I honestly don't know, and I'm interested. Why 49? Interesting. Probably never. He probably sleeps here, on the couch. Well, he is kinda connected to that. Also, that was kinda cold, you know? Probably not. Not gonna tell us with what. But could be interesting. Could be interesting. Okay. Still have some side quests. Oh, this is the thing that I identified after the last mission. It's all crap. Unfortunately. Yeah. No, not at all. Not at all. Yeah, that's how it works, actually. I don't know. We'll take shifts or something, I don't know. Okay, we get, yep, another one of those suggestions. Mission with Kylie, Haixing, Leighton, and Ray. Hope it's not one of those missions that we had now, because that was not a fun one. Not a fun one. Let's see, how many are those? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is there always 8? Seems like it. How many we have now? 1, 2, 3. And this is the 4th one. So, half done with this chapter, if it goes by the same rules. Anywho, we'll check the suggestion in the next one. Thank you for watching, thank you for listening, thank you for your time, and see ya! Cześć!